most American... I don't know, I just want to throw American in somewhere. Tempest and Treb3.
That's offensive to me.
No, I'm
Those
sorry.
guys has a total commie name. I don't know who it is, but I'm gonna find that fucker.
Apologize for this.
Put some
I'm just gonna
shot right in his ass crack.
Wow. I'm gonna introduce everyone quickly. After the first engagement, like before, whenever you can, Fanny, get in. Oh, you are in.
I just got in.
Yep, solid. Oh, the first engagement completely goes to Tempest with a full clear.
Holy crap.
Yep.
That kill feed.
I know, right? I'm just gonna go over
Omega's part of this roster, yeah.
quickly.
Good game, guys. Good game.
Yeah. So Tempest has Omega, King Leonidas, Skills, Raw Boner, Spook, and Sirloin of Beef in the attacking. Treb3 has Gideon, Clock Tower, Flutterwolf, British, Golden Icon, and that guy with a flamethrower. And Treb3, if you guys didn't know, was formerly EQ. I think they've changed their name. It's a perfectly
they do every
fine.
month.
They do. It's funky. But they're probably one of the longest-lived clans in the game, to my knowledge, actually.
I believe you're correct, yeah. Like the EGO of the gaming world, I totally get that.
Yeah, like a lot of the Tempest guys, actually, I believe Beef was talking about yesterday, a lot of the Tempest guys came from EQ. They, like, branched off. So they seem to be, like, the forefather clan, so to speak.
Well, let's see if they can hold up to that reputation, because right now it's looking like a bloodbath.
Yeah, they are keeping that cart moving. 8 minutes, 20 seconds. If they can get this cart in without it stopping moving, it finally stops. Looks like Treb3's getting some good kills, but not enough to stop the Tempest charge.
No. This is a full filter clusterfuck right here, guys. They're just throwing them in 1 by 1, 2 by 2. It does not matter.
Oh, yeah.
They have that formation on lock, target switching. Oh, yeah. It's too easy.
Oh, yeah, too easy. Speaking of easy, getting a Simrai server with fantastic ping and at a great price is extremely simple. Just check out their website and find a server with a good price for you. Remember, Simrai, you can afford a server too. I love segues. He has a boner. See, guys, you see, that means I'm good.
You got it down, man. That was actually sexy.
Thanks.
You should get
awesome.
You should get a contract with them now.
Oh, thanks.
That was hot.
I'd love to. And hopefully someone has bought a Simrai server in all the time I've been making all these advertisements. But I don't know. I can only hope for so much.
That's true.
Yeah.
Live the dream when you can.
Yeah.
Until it dies after failure.
Speaking of death after failure, looks like Treb3 did just that after the cart went through the gates and completely got demolished in that engagement. And they're trickling a lot.
This looks like a pathetic insurgency. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean,
little bit.
Try to ambush with very low forces, and they're just getting picked off 1 by 1, 2 by 2. Stacking those bodies by the cart.
Oh, yeah, that was really interesting what just happened there. I think Treb3 had 4 people pushing, but there were 3 Tempests, but the Tempests surrounded the Treb3s.
Exactly.
And demolished them.
Target switching fest, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's back was exposed.
Shit, if they break their record that they set yesterday for time completion on this map, I'm gonna flip a brick.
It's looking like it with Skills manning that cart and
Just
providing
moving
that fire
it so
support.
fast.
Oh,
yeah.
He's got that crossbow, so oh, he took a hit. Oh, and he
Ooh,
returned
good
it.
shot. Finally, Treb3 takes back the momentum from Tempest and stops their charge. Let's see if they can keep it stopped.
Well, looks like they got a mismatch. They got a 4v3 going on.
Yeah, that's not good.
Circle, yeah.
And get quickly demolished.
Yeah, that table turned quick.
Yeah, by the combined might of Tempest. Oh,
5v1.
yeah.
Their whole team's up on the cart, and they have the spawn advantage.
Here
comes
yeah.
The filter system.
They've got a full group. Hopefully, Omega will get burned to death. And he does. Puts Tempest down by 1. But it shouldn't stop them too hard. Yeah, Tempest just keeps grouping up because it doesn't look like Treb3's doing much grouping at all. Looks like they're just trickling,
no,
which is
not at all. They're funneling
very
right
bad.
Making their job very easy for them.
Yeah. They're kind of letting... They're letting the loss of momentum really get to them, and they're not grouping up or synthesizing as much at all.
I agree. Possibly not recognizing their failures when they got wiped out that first wave. It was just a funneling from there on. It only takes one time. If they don't regroup, they're going to pay for it.
Yeah. That's what's happening right now. Like, Tempest is a great clan, and arguably the best currently. But what really loses teams games against them is the psychological impact of fighting a team where you're thinking, these guys are the best, we're probably going to lose, so, you know, let's just play.
I agree. They don't have a basic foundation set up. They're not using any strategy or tactics. It's just like a pub match at this point. Now, they did manage to clear that cart. I will give them that.
That is
but
good.
This next wave is not going to be pretty for them. They got their main guy, Clock. He's really jacked up. He's about one heavy weapon hit away by the time they make contact.
Yeah, he needs to do some walking so he can gain some health. They are grouping up somewhat intelligently now. They're just down one man. And it looks like Raw Boner kind of ran in a little prematurely. And it's totally within Treb3's power to take this engagement if they can regroup.
Yeah, they do have the upper hand. That left side, a little too dense. They have 3 guys looking at 1.
Ooh, but Tempest is also regrouping. And they're going to go straight for the cart, as they should. The man-at-arms, Beef, is going to go straight for it.
Very smart tactic, dragging out the enemy forces, making them thin. They can pick them off one by one. He plays that assassin role very well.
Ooh, and Beef with the double, keeping the cart going.
Beautiful assassinations. I love it.
Absolutely.
If you prefer to play man-at-arms, you should really take after that. Picking people off like that, dragging them out, that's your role. You can get a lot of kills and a lot of assists that way. Yeah.
I think I mentioned yesterday, I'm a very good man-at-arms, guys. I would probably say I'm in like the top 5, maybe even 3 percentile of the best man-at-arms in Chivalry in dueling. In team play, however, Beef is almost definitively the best, because his synergy with his team is perfect in terms of how a man-at-arms should play.
And look how clean he is. He never takes a hit. Notice that. Never.
Absolutely. He's not even stamped. He even gets a kill on his death, which is insane.
Yeah, that was incredible. He took one down with him. He knew he was screwed. His stamina was down. You can hear him breathing heavy. And even in that state, he didn't panic.
Nope. So he got a kill out of it.
Amazing focus, that amazing real-time gameplay. It's phenomenal.
Absolutely. Tempest immediately pushing up for the attack at spawn.
Looks like they're focusing on A objective. But they also got 2. Oh, look at the
2 for B.
Tempest, 2 for B.
Yeah, they've already got B solid. Yeah. Let's see if they can get A. Treb3's putting up a hard fight on A, and they are repelling Tempest. Yeah, very nice.
Wow, Tempest winning the hearts and minds of the spectators. I'm digging it.
Mostly because most of those spectators are on Tempest, I think. But I won't judge.
No, there's no bias here.
No, not
everybody.
There was a little bias, yes. Well, there wasn't actually that much bias, but Beef was commentating a game of Tempest yesterday with me.
Oh God, yeah.
it was interesting. He wasn't very biased, thankfully. He just made like 1 or 2 comments, but they weren't legitimately biased. I liked poking at him like, "Come on, Beef. I know you like talking about your team positively, but."
Oh no, see, I never talk about the team positively. I just talk about everybody else negatively. I keep it fair. I think everybody should do the same. Everybody needs to talk shit.
Yeah, it's a smart way to do things. Speaking of smart, Treb3 is really playing these objectives as best as they possibly can, and they are doing so with propenseful success. I don't think that's an actual word. But yeah, A is actually
that's
secure.
That's a word, though. I'm going to use that from now on.
Propenseful.
Ooh.
It's like suspenseful, just with a P.
Like propelled suspense. I love it. But yeah, oh, look at this formation on the right. Looks like they're going to try to get him in a gridlock with that archer support.
Yep.
That longbow doing work.
Oh, British and Skills are both really hauling ass as archers, doing good work.
Oh, look, this is actually shot. There it is.
Oh, yep, and the archer goes down. That's really all the support that Treb3 had, and they're going to lose their advantage almost immediately.
Oh, they got...
Oh, we have a flank behind Tempest. It's not going to be enough to stop their flow. They are going to get some movement. I think they're going to take this point right here, right now, unless Clock Tower can clutch.
Quite possible. They got to do it quick.
Oh!
They're catching up with them.
No, he does not survive.
That's all it takes. A very depreciated factor about this type of game is the time factor. And when you're the attacking team, it's very important that you pick these guys off quickly. Because if you don't, you guys are going to get flanked by the respawn, and usually it's 2, 3, or 4 guys, especially if you kill them right in a row. It only takes 1 guy to stall you. So feigning in group fights, important as hell. Make sure you take them down quick and secure the objective.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, if it were a more even matchup, no offense, Treb3, you're a great clan, but Tempest is really kind of like pushing the clock insanely. If it were a more even matchup, then the time would have probably been a little lower, and what you said would have been like a lot more relevant. Like I've seen a lot of clans, a lot of teams just get completely demolished at the sluice gate because it can be such a sticking point with 2 objectives to deal with.
Absolutely. It doesn't take a lot for one team to get distracted or overwhelmed by one objective and what's going on. And constant communication is very important. Whoa. So we got a pause going on.
Speaking of constant, this game is no such thing. Another pause.
No kidding. Wow. Can the admin make up his mind today? What's going on?
Cheesy, I'm not sure what happened. I'm sorry.
Golden is of crashed.
He refreshed.
We don't
Somebody crashed? Oh, Golden is of crash, indeed. Well, that blows.
Well, that's okay. We're going to have to stand by, again, when Gary figures out how to work his admin controls. Man, so, yeah, like you were saying, Tempest, just putting that pressure on constantly. And the domination is just there because they are very appreciative of the time factor, and they just pick them off very quickly. And I believe that is what separates clans like them and Nemesis and maybe a few other top-tier clans. Can't think of any top of my head, but that's what they do. They quickly clear those objectives, they establish their dominance right away, and they use it as a defensive point. And if you have a strong formation, whether you're attacking or defending, you will dominate a fight. That is exactly what good clans do, and it's very, very cool to see it in real time like we are now. Oh
yeah, definitely. It's the time factor. It's more obvious when 2 more evenly matched players are fighting, as I said. But like even so, it's actually kind of cool because yesterday Tempest completely demolished. I think it was Genesis with more than 20 minutes to spare. I was saying before. However, Trebuchet3 is giving them a good run for their money. So it's pretty cool to see that.
I agree, and it's very rare you can say this about a clan, especially when one is obviously strutting their shit and showing dominance, is that when they got whooped in the beginning, they actually held it together. They weren't demoralized so much, and they actually held their ground. And there are some clans you'll see that just fall apart after they get one wipe. I mean, they just don't regroup. They don't really care about synergy. They're not really focused and fully present. And it's just, you could see it. And it leads the guys not only quitting early, but, you know, if they stick around, they're just going to get picked off and slaughtered. And so these guys, I got to compliment them. They're holding it together very well. And they're trying to establish a defense. And you know what? This next objective is going to be very interesting. I'm predicting that by the time they take out A and B, because that's usually their strategy, they're going to go straight for Charlie. It's going to be a very interesting bloodbath because the clan that has a little bit less teamwork going for it, but still that very good skill, those skilled players, they're going to actually put up a fight by C, and it's going to be up to the one team dynamic of Tempest trying to take on the other team. Then they have to take them down right away, because if they don't, their skill's going to show, and they're going to get flanked quickly by that spawn.
Oh yeah,
and so hopefully Tempest has to communicate that, because if they don't, they're going to get picked off, and it's going to be game over.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with 20 minutes, obviously, it's hard to believe anyone could lose with that, but I've seen it happen. I haven't seen Tempest. I wouldn't expect Tempest to lose, but if they did, that'd be awesome.
Nope, and that's the one factor that's going to decide whether or not they do get picked off, is whether or not they're going to pick the other team off quickly. Remember I was saying before, it's like to defend you got to attack, to attack you got to defend. Well,
bingo.
You know, in this case, they have to be able to attack so viciously and quickly that they secure it, so they're able to hit those doors down while establishing a perimeter. That way, they're able to create that team synergy. Because if you don't have a perimeter set, you're screwed. Your back is exposed, or you're waiting to get hit. You're a victim waiting to happen.
Absolutely. And if... Actually, I shouldn't be cycling, because they could technically look at the stream. But what Tempest has usually been doing in their former games, they usually go for C first. However, you know, they could obviously go for A and B first. There's a whole multitude of strategies you can do in the beginning of this objective, and that's just what Trebuchet3 is going to have to deal with when they have to defend.
There is, but because there's 20 minutes on the clock. Is it running? Oh, I thought I was running. I was losing my mind. Because there's about 20 minutes on the clock, they need time to kind of test the boundaries and flank a little bit and kind of see what's going on. And their man-at-arms are very good at that. But I'm predicting, just because of their gameplay in the past 2 objectives, they like to blitzkrieg an objective right away and test its boundaries. And if these guys don't have a formation set at A where they can at least look at B and address a flank or address an attack that they're not prepared for, then it wouldn't really matter. It's just going to be a giant group fight, and like I said, it's going to be that bloodbath that should be happening at the end of the game by Charlie. But we'll just see how many flanks they're going to establish.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's really all up to the creativity. Oh, actually, fuck, never mind. British already saw the Tempest push as it was happening. Tempest is actually going to push C. Looks to be with their whole team. Golden Icon finally joined. I think they can finally unpause. For the love of Humpty Dumpty.
Don't know about you guys, but if I was 3 and 14, I would crash too.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, yeah, I feel that. 5,
right.
4,
Game's
3. Okay, just go. There we go. So, yep, guy.
Wow, they're already showing a strong presence at Bravo. Hey, Pam, have a look. They're already harassing it hard.
They're going straight for B. Yeah, they're going to take this point right now. Definitely. I don't think Treb3 can mobilize a defense quick enough. They're going to take this right now, which is a good thing to do, because B can be sort of a sticking point for the attacking team.
Yeah, it really can, and I'm actually glad they picked that one off and they established those flanks. Now they're going to beat it by Alpha. Look at them, by Bravo. They're just waiting for their guys to clean up.
They're just walking leisurely towards A.
And there they go. They got the support from the Man-at-Arms.
Yep.
You can close off that
Oh,
flank.
and they actually got some ticks on C. The Archer did. And the Archer's actually distracting the rest of Treb3, Agatha, from A. So A is going to be completely taken, and it's just going to be C for the next 18 minutes that Tempest has to deal with.
And they're going to have to really establish themselves. If they want to stand a chance, hell, they want to make it 5 more minutes, they're going to have to win those team-on-team fights straight up. And in order to do that, they're going to have to regroup. But they already have 2, maybe 3 guys down. Yeah, it's 3 now. So 3 guys down, and they're already attacking Charlie. It's not looking good for them.
Dang, yeah.
Getting flanked.
Oh, and they got the Archer in. And the Archer's going to make some dings on C, and the Archer is unchallenged. Yep, not a good situation.
All the Archer has to do to hold him off, wait for support. There it is.
Yeah, Tempest has finally come to save the day. Treb3 is down and out for this round, it would seem.
That is a good game.
Yeah, I believe
maybe a record, actually.
It's going to be it. No, they did beat Genesis yesterday with 20 minutes on the clock, so...
Oh, okay. Well, they just got wiped, so they're about 3 minutes behind to begin with.
Yeah, so they got another minute or 2 to go. But they will take it, absolutely. With this kind of progress and this kind of hustle, Tempest will definitely take this objective.
And take notice, guys, because this clan on defense doesn't adapt too well. You notice they leave one guy behind to play goalie. He's just going to get completely butchered because they're having the way Tempest is playing right now is setting up a team-on-team fight because that's what they're comfortable with. But these guys spread out. And instead of trying to focus on area coverage, it's more of a man-on-man situation because that's how fights are won in this type of objective scenario. See, look, the flank's already established. Archer can't really do a whole lot from that angle. The blue Archer.
Yeah, and you made a very good.
Much.
Yeah, you made a very good point though. Like it would seem that Treb3 is very used to using their individual skills, so that's why they spread out a little bit more. While Tempest has this constant synergy and cohesion that just totally takes over for them, and it's really, really nice to see that in action.
Absolutely, and that I believe is the governing dynamic of who's going to win and who's not in these type of team objective battles. But hey, Tempest put on a clinic for us. That was cool to watch. Hopefully, everyone else can learn from that experience.
Oh yeah, next round should be